Good afternoon, everybody. It's wee Paddy from across the Shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about two beautiful knives in my collection. One more beautiful than the other, but still two beautiful knives. The first question that, if you were to ask me, Paddy, do you like slim trappers? My answer for years would have been, no, not really. They're a bit too long, not the sort of thing that I like, too long and skinny. And then this hobby throws up something completely different. First, I got this one. I've had this one a couple of years now, and it is a Ashton Morgan, which I absolutely love my Ashton Morgan knives. Look at that for a slim trapper. And this was one of 30 in this gorgeous wood. I still don't know what the wood is, but oh my goodness, it's just unbelievably beautiful. A beautiful knife. Now, this is made by Queen. When they were good, uh, and you can see just by the standard, it is just immaculate. I love it. The only thing wrong with it is this. They made a right ham-fist job of putting the Ashton Morgan shield is. And sometimes that happened with Ashton Morgan, even though they were the posh end. The shields sometimes are not great. Does it affect the knife? Absolutely not. Does it affect how I think about the knife? Not anymore. At first, it sort of gave me that dull feeling, you know, when you get something that's not quite right. But now I just think the rest of it is so nice. It really is beautiful. An absolutely gorgeous knife. Now, I could go and shine them blades, but I'm not going to. So you got Ashton Morgan, one of 30 on there. Made in Titusville. Just a gorgeous S&M there and Titusville. And I think it's PA, is it? Whatever Titusville is. But just absolutely gorgeous. And this is the only really one I've had. It's a good one, and I just love it. The wooden handle just made it for me. It just stunning. I really, really love this knife. But I'm going to put it out of the way because I got a new one. Listen to that. It's beautiful. Up the centre. I say everything, bar that wee shield that didn't fit, the cornerstone shield didn't fit in. But the rest of it, beautiful. Absolutely love it. I'll just set it to the side there. I got this beautiful one. Oh, by the way, you see this little coin? This was sent to me as part of a wee gift package from Randy. Randy from America sent me this, and it's a 5 cent. Is that a nickel? I think you would have called that in America. It's a beautiful. It's got the old Indian head on the front and a buffalo on the back, and like, I know it's not PC now, but my age, when I was brought up on cowboy films. My dad loved John Wayne. I get into it. I was a Clint Eastwood fan in the movie. I loved cowboy films. Going to the pictures on a Saturday to see a cowboy film was just amazing. I loved them. So I do love this. I realize that a lot of it was bad for what do they call them? The not the local Indians, but the Indians in America had a really rough time. But I still love this. The Indian head is one of the most beautiful heads. I don't know but it is, to me, it's just so distinct. You see it and you just think Indian. And it is just amazingly strong, positive head in my head. So there we go. I got that from Randy, and I absolutely love it. I don't like the history, but I do like the coin itself with the head, and that they remembered the Indians that lived there when they all arrived in America. So this knife, God, I don't know why I go. Never mind. Anyway, I got this knife in a trade, and I got a huge beneficial trade for this knife. It was nearly unfair. I offered a knife. The man wanted a knife for my collection. It was a GEC, and I offered him that and a high-end torch to go with it to make up some of the price. He didn't even want the torch. He said, no, the knife that I wanted is all I wanted. You take the knife. And I just thought, what a generous, and it is genuine when you hear what it is. It's an A. Fannin, who is an American custom maker of renown. He is a very good American custom maker. Now you see, didn't do it in the Ashton Morgan, but I'm going to do it in this. Look at that beautiful knife. Let me just get out a wee bit. These are a good size of a knife. Oh, the other way. Right, let me just move this up a wee bit so that it doesn't look, I know. Look at that. What a beautiful knife. What a beautiful clip on that knife. Long, not too skinny, but a beautiful handle. This is in micarta, and it came from an old mill in America, the micarta, and it is just amazing, the texture that you can see through that. It is beautiful. It's like zigzag patterns all the way down. Really, really lovely. Really well done. The houndstooth shield, unlike the Ashton Morgan, is done to absolute perfection. Now, I believe this is in CPM 154. Which is a toughened steel, a hardened steel. Um, I have used it. I love using it. It is a beautiful knife to carry. You know, you can definitely make that. You could take them little scratches and all away from, but why would I? I used it, so I don't even know if they were there when it came, to be honest with you. But I used it, and I love using it. It is just craftsmanship at its best. I mean, people say, do you get what you pay for with custom knives? To me, maybe not all the time, but sometimes you just get one that says, wow, this in my large hand is absolutely just perfect. A fully spread out hand, just gorgeous. It's got a lovely, it's probably about a 5 pull. Yeah, it is about a 5, maybe creeping up towards 6, but it's got a 5 pull. It's a finger magnet, and normally, if I'm out during the day, I would never think of cleaning. I'll clean it when I come back home before I put it away, but that is beautiful. You can hardly see the edge on it. It's a hollow grind on it, beautifully sharp, beautiful edge on it. Nice sharpening choil. Everything about it. And there's the man's name, A. Fannin, USA. I'd not heard of him, but then when I look him up, he's in all the custom shops. You'll have one of his knives. I look at that. Just look at that. You wouldn't believe there's 3 bits of metal in this line here, would you? I mean, it really isn't. You've got the scales, then you have the liners, and then you have the main blade, the back spring itself, and it is just nearly impossible. And look how close I've got this up. Nearly impossible to pick it out. And it comes round, finishes off absolutely amazingly, and high up, so you've no chance of getting your finger. Look at that. Look how close that comes to the end. Not a thing. Even with a fat of my finger, can't touch it. It is to perfection. Every inch of the knife used. Just beautiful. I really, really just fell in love with it straight away the first time I seen it. And it'll be in my collection for a long while because it is just beautiful. And so, the lesson to us all, when somebody asks you, do you like something, and maybe you don't, I'm going to start saying in future, not at the moment, because as soon as I say no, I don't like them, a knife will come along and I'll just fall in love with it. It's as simple as that. So many times it's happened to me, somebody will say, do you like this pattern, or you don't like it? And I just like it after. When I see something that just stands out, that anything I've thought of the pattern goes away, because craftsmanship just wins every time. I've got another video coming. I've got another video coming, and it's on 3 knives that I've got. And if you'd asked me the beginning of last year, did I like these knives? I would say no. I've now got 3 of them. That'll be coming tomorrow. But this is just to say, my new thing is when somebody says, do you like a pattern? I'm going to say, not just at the moment, because that moment can change. And these 2 are exceptional. Yeah, I know this has got a glaring problem, but it's only a problem if you let it be a problem. And I've stopped letting it be a problem, and I love the knife. These are elegant knives that, you know, if you're going out for a steak or something like that, what a beautiful knife to take. I'm just going to do a wee size, what size they are. 3-inch cutting on this, and 3-inch cutting on that. So, at the moment in the UK, they're legal. They're over 3 inches when you had the Ricasso on, but at the minute. But take them out for a meal and use them to eat with. Just beautiful. Literally just beautiful. I love them. So there you are. I hope you like them. I hope you like seeing them, because for me, I can take these out, and I have done today. I just stared at them and just touched them and opened them and closed them, because, I mean, when you close this, although it's only a 5 pull, because it is so nicely made, I'll do that again. I'll let you listen to it. Look at that. It is just amazing. And the walk and talk, beautifully done. A master at his craft. And even this Ashton Morgan, it hasn't got a half stop, but it's a lovely cam tine straight up the centre. Two beautiful knives, almost the same size, but two beautiful knives. I'm enjoying having my collection. And is anybody else like that? That, you know, has a pattern they don't particularly like, or had a pattern they don't particularly like, then they see something and it all changes. And I mean, this is bare. This is a naked, and this has got twin bolts. You got a bolster and an end cap on this one. So they are completely different in looks, but they are that slim trapper, which is just a lovely pattern now in my collection. Take care, everybody. Paddy's gone. Hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye bye now.